YouTube, Van Smoke family, what's good with it, everybody? It's your boy Van Smoke Lelouch. I'm back with another video, and today I got a question for y'all immediately. Why are we disrespecting Light Yagami? Why are we disrespecting the god of the new world? Why are we disrespecting Kira? We can't do that. We cannot do it. Recently, I did a video with Shonen Showdown and a couple other YouTubers. We all met up in LA since they were out here for Anime Expo. So the video that I'm talking about in particular is giving anime characters One Piece bounties. So we took anime characters from a billion different universes. We put them all in the One Piece verse and we decided to give them bounties. We wanted to see who would have the highest bounty and who would have the lowest bounty. Where would they rank if they grew up in the One Piece verse? The first character that we did was Light Yagami.
First up, Light Yagami from Death Note. If he's in One Piece, what's his bounty looking like, y'all?
Okay, so the thing about Light Yagami is he doesn't want people to know who he is. So although he is very, very strong and he can do a lot to a lot of people, he probably won't even have a bounty, realistically. If they're putting a bounty on Kira, then he could be, because of the things that he could do, I would say he could be probably on Roger's level, right? And immediately I gave him the highest bounty possible, which should be understandable, right? But no. Even Shonen Showdown was confused. Well,
Roger level bounty? 5.5?
They don't. A lot of people in the comment section was confused. Everybody was going crazy in the comment section to this video that I just posted talking about that we're overhyping Light Yagami. But I feel like y'all don't know how strong he is. I've been watching a bunch of videos. How strong is this character? How strong is this character? Why this character is stronger than you think he is? But there's not one on Light Yagami. But this video that we just inspired me to do this video, because there's been a lot of disrespect on the god of the new world and we can't have that. So let's talk about it. In order to understand why Light Yagami is him, you got to know who he is. So for the people who don't know, I guess I'll give you a brief description. Even though you should know. If you don't know, that's great because you get to watch Death Note, which is one of the greatest animes of all time. But let's get into it. So Light Yagami exists in a Death Note universe. In this universe, Light Yagami finds the Death Note. And in the Death Note, it says the human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. And all you need is a face and a name. If you write their name while imagining their face, they will die. Hey, pretty simple, right? So Light Yagami kills two criminals, and after discovering that the Death Note actually works, he decides to go on a tangent. He wants to eradicate the world of criminals. So anybody who's committed a vicious, ferocious crime, he's gonna be rid of you. Simple as that, right? But there's this detective named L who eventually hunts Light down, him with the help of his predecessors, and hey, they get him. But Light Yagami, if he existed in a One Piece verse, there is no L. In fact, I would argue that out of all of the universes, One Piece probably has the one with the least amount of intelligence. If we're talking about a Naruto, if we're talking about a Bleach, if we're talking about, actually, you know what, Dragon Ball Z characters are pretty dumb too. But hey, if Light Yagami existed in a One Piece universe, he would be virtually unstoppable. Because remember, I said that all you need is a name and a face. And what do they do in a One Piece universe? They create bounties. They create bounty posters. And they pass these posters out all around the world for everybody to see. So if Light Yagami existed in this world, he could virtually kill any one of the Yonkos, any one of the warlords, any one of the worst generation by just finding their bounty poster. Now, not everybody's bounty poster has their first and their last name, but a majority of them do. And if they do, bye-bye, you're done for, right? So that's Exhibit A. Light Yagami has access to bounty posters. He has access to the Death Note. He doesn't have to be in a vicinity. It doesn't have to be a brawl. He doesn't even need to know where these characters are. As long as he has their face and their name, he could kill them from anywhere around the world. So Light Yagami can immediately wipe out 50-60% of the pirates because of their bounty posters. Now, a lot of people were arguing that Light Yagami may be a good guy. He may not even have a bounty. But in the One Piece verse, TV represents the police. They are supposed to eradicate the world of these pirates. They are supposed to lock these pirates up. They're supposed to clean up the streets, clean up the sea, etc., etc. So if they see that someone is be rid of all of the pirates, they're going to wonder who that character is. They're going to try to find out who he is. they're gonna put a bounty on his head. Kira will exist even in a One Piece universe. And if Kira exists in this verse, he's gonna have the highest bounty.
I think his goal wouldn't be necessarily because he has a righteous complex. So it's more like, why would he kill Shanks?
That's
You know what I
true,
mean?
right.
So it's more like he may kill Kaido,
But
you
they're
know what I'm saying?
pirates.
So like, well, but he understands.
He was killing criminals who did petty crimes.
Yeah, but
at
not.
one point.
Yeah, but he still also spared a lot of folk. You know what I'm saying?
But what was his goal? To eradicate the world of criminals, to stop crime.
I think evil though.
If
is the
pirates
key there.
are criminal, it started off that way, but then he was
He did,
tweaking
he
out
did.
once he got all of that
So-
power.
Let me tell you guys something about criminals and crime in the One Piece verse. So, the reason why these characters have high bounties, Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, Whitebeard, Roger, have the highest bounties is because they are a threat to the Navy. They're a threat to the world. That's why they receive the highest bounties, right? So, if Kida existed in this universe, his threat level would be above all of theirs because he could kill anybody at any time and they do not know who he is. To me, I truly believe that the unknown is scarier than the known. If I had to go up against Light Yagami without knowing who he is or how he kills people or choose between Kaido, I'm going to go up against Kaido. Because Kid, I don't know where he is. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know how he kills people. I don't know what his abilities are. Either way, I'm going to die, but I'm more afraid of him than I am of Kaido. Because at least I know from Kaido, he physically has to be there to kill someone. Whereas Kida, he could be anywhere across the world and just kill you, and there's nothing you could do about it. But not only that, even if you may say that they may find Light, they may figure out who he is. We're just talking about the human version of Light. The end of Death Note, if you did not know, Light Yagami becomes a Shinigami. He does. And when Light Yagami becomes a Shinigami, he now has access to those Shinigami eyes. He now exists in a different realm. Just like Ryuk did, and he came down to the human realm, Light Yagami can exist in the Shinigami realm and still see what's going on in the human realm. For example, if you guys don't know, there was a Shinigami named Jealous. Jealous was infatuated with Misa Amane. He would watch her all the time. And he actually saved Misa Amane from dying. So that alone is proof that Light Yagami could see into the human realm from the Shinigami realm. So if he exists in the Shinigami realm, in his Shinigami version of himself, he could see everybody's name, everybody's lifespan, and he could kill them immediately without them ever knowing what could have possibly happened. Now, when you factor in this version of Light Yagami, this version of Kira, he's virtually unstoppable. Because if you remember from the bus hijacking with Ray Pember in that situation, there's nothing you could do to physically harm him. He's basically a low-year user, but Haki has no effect. So with that being said, it is pretty obvious that Light Yagami could go into the One Piece universe and solo. They know who Kira is. Doesn't matter. Because they can't do anything against him. So that is why I gave Light Yagami the highest bounty possible. Because of the fact that he could control people's actions before they die. Because of the fact that he could control everybody's double fruit ability if he wanted to. Because of the fact that he could exist in another realm. And because of the fact that he could see everybody's name and write their names down and make them have a heart attack. As long as they're human. So fishmen may have an advantage. Hey, I'm just saying, throwing that out there. They won't die, but they can't do nothing against him either. But that's it for this video. Remember that you have the ability to make me famous. And you have the power to put some bread in my hands. And all you gotta do is give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Peace!